never work. What happened back there? We had her cornered, bullets chambered, justice within reach, and you just let her go? What am I supposed to do with that? How am I supposed to trust you the next time a tough choice has to be made? That sort of thinking never would have slowed DeVries on the draw. That's really as much remorse as you can muster. I'm gonna need time to muddle through all this, so let's just end things there, for now. Careful now. Oh, you sure haven't lost any of your boundless energy.
Offering a warm welcome to all visiting Auntie's Choice employees, affiliates in training, and ethically correct consultants who labor. To a side.
The story of Anti-Cleo versus the Moon Man is a battle for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down for a modest fee.
You go on ahead.
Please have identification, transfer work, and a reasonable bribe at the ready. Ah, you're not a transfer or visiting Auntie's Choice employee. I'll need to check your current standing with corporate affairs. Oh. I didn't realize I was talking to such a big wheel. Afraid I still need to check your record with us, big shot. Alrighty. Commencing review. Estimated wait time, unknown. Really? Reads like a recap of an Aetherwave drama. You're the questionable sort who we do business with, but you're definitely not our best friend. You should probably consider accepting our special offer. All it requires is allowing us to affix an Auntie's Choice hollow advertorial inside your ship, so you can bear our messaging with pride and share it across Arcadia. Good question. There's only one choice. Auntie's Choice. We'll choose for you. Anecdotal feedback from paid experts shows it increases the odds of a ship's crew purchasing Auntie's Choice products by a whopping 11%. Splendid. Should be ready next time you're back. Enjoy your time on the ACS Undisputed Claim, the pride of Auntie's Choice corporate war fleet. Here's a ticket to the first stop on the Profit Mover Trimicular. From there, amble through the Esplanade to the head office tower reception desk. They can contact Vice President Hewitt and provide details on our exciting contract opportunity. Pioneering confidential work in... whatever they're working on, don't worry about it. All I know is their department alone is responsible for 28%. Increase in our entire operational... Trimicular, arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Client intake.
jealousy, hard feelings, really stirring the
When you don't have time for Purpleberry.
Well, no. But I get results. Ink on our balance sheet. The ACS Undisputed Claim is not only our corporate headquarters and flagship, it's the heart of our efforts to spread unbridled self-betterment and free trade across the galaxy. Our flagship also sports a bustling commercial promenade where you'll find a wide assortment of products, wares, and miscellaneous bric-a-brac from all Auntie's Choice departments.
Live, love, laugh, purchase.
Auntie's Choice.
Hey you, soldier with the, arm. Got a delivery for you.
As your peerless leader, known
Got a
for
delivery
her
for an
unparalleled
Inez Silong? That you? I mean,
business
I'm sure it's you, considering there aren't many of you folk running about. But I've got to ask, company policy.
Yeah, it's me all right. Who is asking exactly?
Hey, just a courier friend, nothing funny like. A soldier named Ortiz hired me to find you, if I could, and deliver this message.
substitute. Certainly a more
Ortiz was in my unit. Good man, but ain't sure why he's reaching out now. Suppose we'll see when we return to the ship.
One more thing, friend. Consider this your formal reminder that we don't offer return to sender service, unless you pay double plus expediting charges. Until next time.
Why even have the T-zones then? What sort of reception do morally gray outsiders receive when they join up with Auntie's Choice? Why, let's take a
This
look.
looks better than I ever dreamed of. Reckon you can buy, sell, and eyeball just about any commodity worth having.
Oh, hey, think you dropped some? Something?
Agent program. As an Ida, you will live the life of
The recipe of our exclusive cocktail is our most closely guarded secret.
astonishing new
Our competitors would kill to find out. Can you discern its ingredients? Try the Raptidon bite today.
My bits are on
This must be where the head offices are.
Audacious of the two.
Whew, it's all right. Stand tall and act like you belong here.
I see you decided to accept my invitation. Good. I do hate having to follow up. Ordinarily, reception here would detain you in a whole song and dance, but you're no common contractor. You're my honored guest. And as such, I've informed them there's no need. I wanted to formalize my gratitude for your assistance on Greater Tranquility Station. What a shame our negotiations were so violently digressed. I felt we were making real progress, notwithstanding a subsection or two. While making our expeditious retreat from the station, Alden and I encountered a dying man, one of the Order radicals in league with our would-be assassin DeVries. He confessed DeVries' entire plan and that he thought you must have stopped her. Thanks for that, by the way. 2 dead delegates really would have impeded negotiations. In fact, that is what I summoned you here to discuss. Some messages have indeed been sent hither and thither through back channels. Alden remains convinced an agreement can be reached, and I concur. Mayhaps we're both overly optimistic, but if there's even the remotest chance of bringing the Order and Auntie's Choice together, the profit from doing so far outweighs the risk. To begin, you'll need to gain favor with both the Order and Auntie's Choice. I expect the Order will want you to, I don't know, clap some chalkboard erasers together or something. Do whatever you must to earn an audience with our respective leaders and convince each to agree to meet and continue the negotiations. You're confident, of fine quality, at certain occupational tiers. But mind that you're not overconfident. Auntie hates grandstanding. Obviously, you will need help to smooth over any points of contention during the negotiation, which will require some verbal finesse, but worry about that step upon reaching it. capital. As I mentioned before, you'll first need to earn an audience with the presiding bishop and our very own chief executive before this plan can go ahead. When it comes to the order, approach their laureates. They seem to run things. On our side, work with the VPs, improve their opinion of you, and gain their trust. Oh, and you might see about improving your oratory skills in the meantime. Persuasive rhetoric will certainly be valuable during the upcoming negotiations.
Attention, morally gray outsider. Hello, daring self-determinivist, stalwart seeker of self-betterment, or rapacious rogue of corporatism. Welcome to Auntie's Choice Esteemed Invaluable Disposable Agent Program. As in IDA, your assignments will be some of the most decisive and admirable tasks that Auntie's Choice has to offer. IDAs help explore the wilds, plot our path, and shape the evolution of our beloved corporation. And with enough rugged determinism, you might even live to see the results. That's right, a life filled with action, adventure, riches, and romance awaits. Being an IDA will see all of your fantastical dreams come true. Now, if you'll just exit through to your left, 2 of our top 29 vice presidents are waiting to speak with you. And remember, Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack offers our finest pre-sliced bread and dehydrated water tablets in one convenient package for an additional price.
Well, wonderful to meet you. C.F. Pendergrass III, Strategic Reconfiguration. It's not every day we have such a capable operative accept our invitation to the undisputed claim. While it was those ill-fated peace talks that got you here, I've kept tabs on you for a good long time.
Yes, we've all kept tabs. Auntie and I have spoken about you several times now. Ursula Ormsby, Proprietary Insight Acquisition. You'll report to both of us. For now.
Indeed. It is our pleasure to meet you, and I am beyond tickled to welcome you to Auntie's Choice. Yet they are indubitably one and the same. By coming into my employ and helping to secure Auntie's interests, you are directly manifesting a stable future for this colony.
At Auntie's Choice, we make things happen. If you want to move something along swiftly, you come to us. If you want to endlessly dither about numbers, talk to the Order.
You, my friend, are being given the opportunity of a lifetime. Auntie's Choice has a dynamic new vision, and we need a specific kind of go-getter to make it happen. We need someone not shaped by Auntie's meritocracy. It serves its function, but our workers tend to focus on rung climbing. We need an individualist who sees unorthodox solutions. A daring, non-conforming perturbation ameliorator to implement our monopolistic mercantile methodology plan.
More succinctly, we are recruiting an expert outside consultant. It most certainly will. And the pay is the least of the benefits this opportunity affords.
Be our eyes and ears, act as our emissary, and when necessary, dispense with any competition. I have a plan, a vision that will change the course of Auntie's Choice.
Yes, Charles, your vision. Created alongside myself, a team of researchers, slew of marketing experts, a moon-spanning computronic gizmo, and not least of all, Auntie.
Wonderful! This is the kind of wily adventure and self-determinism you will absolutely not regret. Your first assignment demonstrates some of the very qualities we need. Something unexpected, or in truth, unprecedented, has happened at one of our repackaging facilities on Praetor.
If I understand correctly, they're having, something of a workforce issue. Don't know rightly what you call it. Workers are, well, asking for things. It's strange. They've stopped working. The workers there simply stopped.
They expressed, and I know this is going to sound more than a bit strange, dissatisfaction. And they said they won't return to work unless things at the plant improve.
Specifically, they stated, until we meet their demands. As though employees have a right to demand anything of their employers.
Striking? You're saying they're about to turn violent?
Yes, well, if they're this delusional, violence is the next natural step. Who do they intend to strike? Us?
Dear law, what a bunch of devious, ungrateful, greedy little prigs! After all the opportunities Auntie's given them to repay us like this, I'm so disappointed.
So what do you suggest we do about such an utterly unheard of situation? It is absolutely imperative that we get those people back to work, whatever it takes. Negotiate. As in, give in to some of their demands. Won't that set a terrible precedent for others?
No, Ursula, it won't, because we won't be the ones doing it. That is exactly why we've hired you as my brand new perturbation ameliorator. You'll solve the problem for us, and we will retain absolute deniability. Wonderful! You'll go to Praetor, meet the plant's overseer, and mediate an end to this lunacy, which gets those ingrates back to work.
I have zero doubt Auntie and I will be completely impressed by your efforts. Unless you disappoint, in which case I will disavow that statement.
From pop guns to self-propelled cannons, I have whatever size weaponry you need to make all your problems
Then you
past
need a
tense.
good set of armor before someone succeeds. Well, welcome, future repeat customer. I can tell just by looking at you that you'll be back again and again. Ready to make a purchase? I've got armor in all shapes and sizes and for all occasions. Though I'm guessing you get shot at more than occasionally.
You can't imagine it, but that we can sell you recipes for. We are also the only retailers for parasite-free purple berries.
The term parasite-free indicates the fact that any kind of parasite found in an Auntie's Choice product is provided free of charge and is not the property of Auntie's Choice or its subsidiary companies, and the eating of said parasite absolves Auntie's Choice of any legal responsibility.
Experience the most sought-after inebriates on the undisputed claim. The Raptor High. Exclusively here at the bottom rung.
Heedlessly assembled and vastly rebetted through artificial means. At Auntie's Choice, we strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our principle.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's Choice. Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's Choice? Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's Choice. You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's Choice. Auntie's Choice knows that a is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's Choice? Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you.
Commander, over here. Commander, wanted to chat with you about the cartridge that courier gave us. Ain't heard from Ortiz in, might well have been a year at this point. That's how it goes when you've fallen behind and the other's got no choice but to keep moving. If he's spending his hard-earned bits to contact me now, there must be a real good reason. Would you watch the message with me? Fella from my old unit. Good buddy of mine before I was discharged. I didn't get the chance to say goodbye after the grafting procedure. Didn't have a way of reaching out, neither. Thanks, Commander. Would you do the honors and get it going?
Inez, it's Ortiz. Look, I ain't got long. Neither for this message nor for life. I made a mistake. I signed up to get grafted, but it's gone wrong. Should have known when I got to the lab that something was off. It was a secret, they said. We couldn't tell no one. And now my blood's infected and I'm as good as dead. Well, I just wanted to be like you. Throw myself at the problem, wrestle it down. But I should have listened when they told me about how your graft hurt you. How it failed you. I should have reached out sooner. Maybe things would have been different. Please, find that lab on Cloister. It's in an ice cave, but I ain't sure where exactly. They hit it good. Whatever you do, Inez, stop them. Don't let them do this to anyone else. Please.
Commander, I ain't sure what to make of Ortiz's message. He's dying. If it's as he says, I ain't got a choice. I gotta find that lab and put a stop to things. Will you help me? I don't even know how to answer that. I thought I might be able to see him again when all this was over, but I can't. All I can think to do now is get moving. Thank you, Commander. Now we just need to find those ice caves on Cloister. We keep our lamps lit, we ought to find the lab without much of a fuss. I hope.
A short-range transmission just came in from Zeb. Sounded urgent. He's requesting we meet him at the tomb of the Matriarch, here on Praetor. It's where the Matriarch and First Sovereign are buried, supposedly. It's the Protectorate, Commander. What they say publicly and what is actually true ain't usually the same. Zeb left out the mission parameters, probably worried his message might be intercepted. Not unfounded, given the Protectorate presence on Praetor. He did say he'd reach out to us again if he needed help. Reckon we should take it as a compliment. Zeb doesn't trust easy. Anyway, I'd really like to go, if there's time. Much obliged. The sooner we can rendezvous at the tomb, the better. Got the sense that whatever's going down, it's happening now.
In the distance matches the description of the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. The Rift modulator should lie within. Protectorate control of Praetor has largely been achieved through the maintenance of a blockade. A survey of Praetor indicates there may be an alternate route past the blockade via the Automech factory.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Got my man moving on foot.
Commander.
Go there. Approach the gate and identify yourself if you're looking for access. Well, Of all the improbable sights I'd never imagined to actually see, folks simply wandering around the Badlands of Praetor would be near the top of that list. I've not the mind to solve the equation that demonstrates how unlikely it is you've survived enemy combatants, hostile critters, and endless lightning in near equal measure. Is that so? Amusingly enough, I'm inclined to believe you, which means you might be just the help Exemplar Simon's been waiting for. He is in the lab atop the hydraulicalized lift. Ironically, the lift was struck by lightning while the station was being reset and is stuck in its raised position. There is a trail that leads to the top. Just mind the jump onto the platform, and don't touch anything glowing, sparking, or obviously shedding lightning on your way there. And given the situation we find ourselves in, I'll be leaving the gate charged unless you're ready to pass through it. Just approach, and I'll power it down for you. Should you ever need to exit the station, just approach the gate, and I can open it for you.
Greetings, unaffiliated individual? Could you be a freelancer? A gun for hire? Might you be interested in a job involving the removal of dangerous creatures? Very well. There's a cave directly southeast of our position, positively infested with raptidons. If you exterminate the lot of them, I'll upgrade your basic entry permissions to allow for purchase of our surplus of supplies. Oh, this is so exciting. I can feel the rate of my blood flow increasing.
You're about to enter territory controlled by AMD's choice. Act accordingly, or you'll end up as close friends with the inside of a raptidon.
You there. You came from outside the camp, didn't you? Do you have a minute to take a job? For science, of course. Interested in work? Or was the allure of helping to advance science and being paid for it too much to resist? I'll get right to it then. I need someone to bring me a Gorvid egg. Stars! I'm glad to have found someone who knows not to waste time jawing when scientific advancement is at stake. Some people just don't know the importance of biological research. I sent my assistant off to the north with a tracking device, hoping he'd lay hands on a Gorvid egg. I desperately need that egg for my research. Could you bring me one? Oh, and bring back my assistant, too, if you find him with all his pieces still stuck together. He ain't much good for assisting in research if he's all torn up. Sound reasonable? Which of my assorted critters would you like to know about? Something else, then? Have you made any progress yet? I can barely contain my excitement. Ah, well, I'm sure it...
folks. Keep the chanting going. I can see the overseer up and
Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days.
Welcome, fellow disgruntled worker. Can't say I recognize you. You come from a different plant to support our cause? That spiteful little cur. She's up in her office imagining new ways to make us miserable. But you're gonna need to find a different way in. She's locked the doors to keep us out. Honestly, we just want to eat, sleep, and relieve ourselves on a reasonable schedule. But the damn overseer, I think she's getting rich off of breaking our backs. I ain't sure how you're gonna get in. This door is barred from the inside, and I don't think there's another way in on the ground floor.
We don't want to make demands, but no more being in bottles and cans!
Now, being on this scarcesome moon has gotten all kinds of old.
If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can't charge us for stimulants! No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors!
Have been off for a week. Can't believe what I'm losing on adrenatime and antiphysos numrum. Welcome to Auntie's Fine Product Revitalization Center, where we create tomorrow's brands today. I assume you are the disruption ameliorator from home office? It was about damn time you got here. This labor stoppage has put us almost a full week behind schedule and is making me look quite the fool. Unsophisticated, impertinent, dim-witted. You'll fit right in with my peons. So, maybe it'll make sense to you when they babble about basic dignity and human rights. It should go without saying that such flights of fantasy have no place inside Auntie's Choice. And if we were still in Tau Ceti, they would face grave consequences. Nevertheless, here we must focus on getting these ingrates back to work and remind them that they're damn lucky to have Auntie's Choice to dedicate their lives to. Absolutely. These lugs have been positively exalted in the good fortune of rising to their limited station within the meritocracy that Auntie has derived for us. Why? Can you imagine suffering under the yoke of a sovereign's rule? Or floundering at the ridiculous direction of those claiming to know the future by way of math? No. Only within Auntie's Choice can these drudges achieve genuine prominence. If they exhibit excessive dedication, they may even earn some modicum of the success I have enjoyed. You're asking me? That clearly is your domain. Running this invaluable facility on Angie's behalf is mine. As a managerial administrativist, and when I say I, it is critical that you understand that as director of this facility, I should effectively be treated as though I were an executive. Is that clear? Well, there's no call for rudeness. It's unnecessary, unprofessional, and distracts us from the important business that I have the direct authority to dispatch you upon. This plant relabels dated items with new Auntie's Choice trademarks and slogans. It is critical to keeping revitalized products on the shelf for consumers hungry for something new. So, the workers may be unhappy, but they must realize their comfort is a distant second to Auntie's delivery schedule. Or in short, they need to get back to work. My workers are striking people now? How very alarming. We must resolve this before things get even further out of hand. They've appointed some kind of leader, and he's the one you have to talk to. His name is, Dummy? No, that's not right. Dunce? Dummer? Dumbly? Dunbar. It's Dunbar. If I'm honest, my gaze is purely focused up the ladder, not down it. I am a very important upper, middle, lower manager, and the way I advance that status scantily involves learning the names and faces of my peons. I believe he has demands, but I can't be bothered to remember what they were. They alter the generous terms Auntie offers, and so are egregious and should be rejected. You will find him up on the landing pad with some of his minions. Go help him understand the situation so everyone can get back to work. That clear? Yes, well, I'm sure you'll manage. Auntie has faith in you, therefore I shall too. Best of luck to you. Remember that your actions don't just reflect on you, you are also representing me, which is to say, you are also representing Auntie. Do us proud.
With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for Adrena time!
Heads up! Make some space! We've got a sanctioned, non-employee professional caller coming out!
Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days! We don't want to make demands,
That's right, folks.
but
Keep
no
the
more
chanting
peeing
going.
in bottles
I can
and
see the
cans!
overseer up in her office. We're definitely making her miserable.
If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can't charge us for stimulants!
Detecting unusually elevated levels of disgruntlement.
With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for Adrena time! No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors!
Can't you see I'm on the clock here?
I ain't aiming to seem rude, but I got a lot to deal with right now. Unless this is mighty important, I'll respectfully ask to be left to my business. Then what in law's name are you doing here? Well, that certainly is unexpected. and potentially wonderful. Assuming, of course, you can actually help us. And he's got to prioritize worker prosperity over productivity. What we've got now is poor labor retention techniques. What's going on is, remind me again?
An inhospitable occupational environment that ignores worker safety and health concerns.
Right, that. It means we're worked like cysty pigs for almost no net gains, while Auntie gets fat on our blood, sweat, and tears. And what's worse, she takes back most of the bit she pays us.
They work 20-hour shifts, which requires stims to endure that are charged at a premium. Adrena time is actually cheaper on the undisputed claim than it is here. And if that inhuman brutality isn't enough to offend basic decency, they're also barred from using the restroom throughout the business day. Their 20-hour business day. It is an unconscionable condition to keep these workers in. I can't imagine how hard it is for them to coordinate their daily duties.
It has been incredibly difficult. And very, very messy. And finally, we realized we'd had enough. Our shifts need to be reduced to 12 hours a day. 4 hours of personal time ain't even enough to rest, much less get any actual living done. Second, if we gotta work those long hours, we want free Adrena time. Bad enough it's making everything taste like we're gnawing nickel pads. Having to pay for the pleasure's too far. Finally, we want all-day bathroom access. Expecting us to fit our necessities into the same 4 hours is just mean. Plus, between us, most folk ain't, if you get my meaning. Yeah, well, of course you're gonna find it all ridiculous. You only care about what's best for Auntie. But there are demands all the same. Take them to Griggs.
If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can't charge us for stimulants! We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans! Others get the exact same pay!
That's right, folks!
But only
We've been
work
chanting
12-hour days!
See the overseer up in her office! And we're definitely making her miserable!
No more butter stimulates!
Welcome back, Ameliorator. Did you make contact with workers? Do they understand that this stoppage is madness? Are they ready to return? So, what are these ingrate alley sprats willing to settle for? Golden privies and gilded sheets to be spoon-fed crunch whenever their tummies rumble? 8-hour work days?
hour? Are they mad? What are they gonna do with the other half of the day? Lounge around the facility, consuming air and water and power without compensating the company? I am, frankly, disappointed you would even bring me such a preposterous demand. You should have nipped this offensive arrogance in the bud. Well, it's true that data shows higher worker productivity on sleep than on stims. I never imagined restful production being more cost-effective than longer hours. That would translate into more profit for the plant, which means larger bonuses for me, which should be more than enough to make up for the drop in hourly production. All right, you've convinced me. What else do they want? Free? Free? Nothing inside of Auntie's Choice is free. Law, nothing in life is free. Everything has a cost. Everything. Materials, labor, time, distribution, forced scarcity. Giving something away for free is akin to ignoring the cost of its creation, which is one small step from the system completely breaking down and plunging us all into anarchy. It is true that the rate I'm losing income is grossly more damaging than deducting the cost of the adrenotime, but I cannot concede to free. We will offer them wholesale. Is there more they ask? They want to relieve themselves on company time? I've never heard something so preposterous. Can you imagine how many bits that loss of productivity will cost us? What if they lounge? What if they take time to relax? What if they retreat to indulge their baser urges? Auntie would be paying for all manner of unprofitable shenanigans. Somewhere? Oh, that actually explains the odor in storage room 3. I never imagined they might be... I'll get the door unlocked immediately, and cleaning crews dispatched. What more do they want? Very good. Ha! I was going to say very good, but that would be downright farcical. There is nothing good about this situation. Please, just resolve it as quickly as possible.
No more bottles on factory floors! Time
That's
for
right, boss!
unlocked
Keep your chairs
bathroom
going!
doors!
I can see the overseer up in her office. We're
No
definitely
more
making
bottles
her
on
miserable!
factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom.
Hello again. Do you have news for us about the negotiations? That's as fine a place to start as any. What did that tyrant have to say for herself? Is she willing to see reason? That must have been quite the negotiation. Oh, my people can't thank you enough. This will be huge for us. Free time to sleep, relax and all? Wonderful. What's next? Excellent. What progress have you made? Well, I can't begin to tell you what a relief that is. By which I mean, that's great news. It'll be such a load off. A most promising development. How go the other hurdles of the negotiation? She willing to see reason? If I'm honest, that's what I was expecting. I figured free was too much to ask. But at least we can afford it this way. Well, you have done exceptionally well by us, my new friend. With these new conditions, we'll return to work with vigor rather than dread. Thank you.
Damn! I really felt like I was close to signing all of you, and I needed that recruitment bonus. I don't know how I'm going to afford my hair cream now, but I'll get him next time. And he won't always have you working her angles for her. And her usual agents don't stand a chance against me.
Next time? Against you? What in law's name are you saying? Sometimes you talk so odd it don't sound like you're Auntie's choice at all. It don't matter. All that matters is my working conditions have just improved mightily. Thanks to you, stranger. Now, if you'll excuse us, we're gonna get back to work.
Going back to work under Auntie's choice ain't exactly my idea of success, but at least I'll have better terms to labor under now.
The workers have returned and production has resumed. Wonderful work, our disruption ameliorator. I do wish it had gone more smoothly, but I understand you did what you must. I have already informed the Home Office, and with it, put in an extra sprinkling of mild praise directly with Auntie. She will, no doubt, be excited to learn of my approval. You may tell the executives that dispatched you that you have done an adequate job. Under my keen supervision, of course.
System failure. Standing by for assistance.
You've returned. Are the Raptidons vanquished? Have you completed the job? Oh, incredible. Then, as the prime requisitionist currently at this station, I confer to you upgraded permissions that allow for surplus supply purchases.
I'll take care of him, Commander. Up it in range.
Troublemaker approaching.
Hey, Commander. I wanted to apologize for the way I handled things after Greater Tranquility. I still feel my anger was justified, but I could have been more tactful. To put it bluntly, I wish you had made a different call. But there's no changing it now. And keeping at each other's throats over it won't help anyone, so I'm letting it go. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. We can get back to the mission now. Only felt right to clear the air. I've learned the hard way what happens when you leave things to fester. Sure, always happy to...
Corvid non-mating call identified. Please approach wildlife with caution.
Anyway, need something? Sure. Watch your vitals! Not walking this off. Stand me back up. Knew you had my back.
Resuming hostilities. Commencing combat.
Your lap couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter.
Switches. Mind the needle.
Not getting up without help, Commander.
You are leaking an alarming amount of fluid, Commander. Not ready. Please try. Emergency protocol syringes primed. Patiently awaits repair. Negative. Pharmaceutical. Reload in progress. And maintaining.
The idea is to kill them. Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Standing by with life support. Engaging hostile life forms.
Have you made any progress yet? I can barely contain my excitement. Incredible! And to think I sent all those assistants to die for nothing. I should have just sent a heavily armed stranger first. Here's your reward. You've certainly earned it. Now, back to my lab. I'm going to get so many papers published. Every biological researcher will know my name. There's going to be statues of me.
Let me know when you need an extraction.
Not friendly life form.
Fortifying.
There you are!
Providing a host.
Looking a few courts low, Commander.
Once you reach the vault, it will all be worth it. Trust.
Wouldn't be here if I had any doubts.
Your arrival could not be more timely. After the events of Paradise Island, I could think of no one more suited to conduct a surgical strike of this nature. I'm, glad to see you again as well, Niles.
Gotta say you had me worried. The message you sent sounded serious.
Then I composed it accurately. To the task at hand. We are standing before the tomb of the matriarch. Few are invited to tour its halls, and even fewer know of its greatest secret. For any subject, visiting the matriarch and First Sovereign's resting place is the pinnacle of empty social achievement. But the tomb's corpses are its least important feature. The intelligence my friends risked all to acquire revealed a vault in its lowest level containing the matriarch's body of work, hidden from the public. Who knows what technologies the Protectorate is withholding? If the matriarch was the genius she's purported to be, the skip drive cannot be the entirety of her inventions. I would not put it past the Protectorate to disrespect their dead by tucking weapons in alongside them. Whatever technological advancements may be sequestered here, the goal is almost certainly to keep the populace of Arcadia subservient to the pernicious whims of its governing body. But not for much longer. We are going to liberate any and all of the Matriarch's research, whatever it may be, and distribute it to the people. The time for considering risk is past. We cannot afford to be timid when battling giants. Besides, now I have 2 Earth Directorate agents to assist me. What could go wrong?
I can see a half-dozen points of failure, but bad odds ain't ever stopped us before.
Glad we're operating under the same understanding. We're unlikely to have another chance like this. We must follow through now that we've made the opening. Which also means, once inside, we cannot leave until it's done. Slim chance of that. I'll not assign a task to others that I'm unwilling to undertake myself.
Color me surprised.
There's no one else left. Consul made damn sure of that.
The failure at the Vox, an escaped prisoner, cannot be tolerated. The Consul ordered a colony-wide search that netted the rest of our cell. Audra blames herself, even though she shouldn't.
Don't tell me how to feel, Zeb. You mind your guilt, I'll mind mine.
Ain't sure that's the right takeaway there, Commander. There ain't words to describe how sorry I am. I thought we were doing the right thing.
I will not pretend it isn't a blow, but what's done is done. There will be time to grieve once the Protectorate is dead and buried. After you. Stay close and keep silent. The less attention we draw, the better. By the matriarch, there weren't supposed to be visitors today. That Sentinel and Docent are gonna put splinters in our plan if they're not dealt with.
You hang back here. The Commander and I'll take care of this.
Gladly. I'll rejoin you once the path is clear.
Whoa, to have the matriarch taken from us before her time.
The matriarch passed the impressive the Sovereign's good name? The security system's been activated. Run!
Do not rush me. Wait, what is that buzzing noise? No.
Straight into the jaws of that trap on the Sentinel. Now Now, to give that docent similar treatment.
Matriarch, preserve me. How in the blazes am I to report this?
Let this accord between the Protectorate and the Order of the Ascendant mark the moment of Arcadia's true birth.
Beloved Matriarch, you are nearer to perfection as anyone living could ever achieve. It will be the honor of the Order.
restorative cocktail to a...
Continue. Wait there. I'll come to you.
I'll handle. My turn.
Ready to waste them on your command.
Your gallery unit requires service.
course for Arcadia. In my new colony, we will abandon the illness of corporatism. None will suffer for the pleasure of unseen overlords. And all will thrive. Everything in accordance with the grand paradigm.
The security room that we need to reach is nearby. We should be able to disable that energy barrier from there.
Goes. No one is allowed in here without the proper authorization. Ah, I see you have come armed. Intruders, then. I suppose you intend to extract my surrender through means most lurid and foul.
Damn, the head curator. I had hoped to slip in before his shift, but no matter. We cannot allow him to leave and raise the alarm. He must be dispatched, quickly.
How's that now?
Now hold on. I know we had to kill that fella with the Sentinel, but this man's unarmed. He's already surrendered.
I rather think that line has some blurry distinction.
How much of a fuss could this one fella cause, really? Come on, Zeb. No need to cut any bellies over maybes and ifs.
Please, if secrecy's your concern, you may rely upon me to be the utmost spirit of discretion. I have never betrayed a confidence in my life.
Allowing him to leave would be a grave error of mercy, one we can ill afford in this place. This man is an instrument of empire, perpetuating the tyrant's lies. And were our positions reversed, he would not hesitate to execute us, or worse, send us to mental refreshment.
I'm kin to the risks, Zeb.
Are you? Can you even fathom the indignity of having your every thought scrutinized and scored and made perfect? My sister was made into a shadow. I endured daily sessions with the lathe of particularity and still find myself policing my own mind for untoward proclivities and inclinations.
The commander's right. This man didn't put you in the lave, Zeb. He's just trapped in the system, same as everyone else.
I never have possessed immunity against your pleading. Fine, you're free to leave. Do not repay this kindness with treachery.
You are merciful and wise. I will depart at once.
Let's hope the consequences of this decision do not assert themselves while we're still here. You and Niall should turn off the power to the security barrier and make your way to the vault. I'll remain here and guide you as best I can through the labyrinth. No turning back now.
No going back from here. Not until we've done what we came here to.
Hold! Don't set foot in that room. The schematics on this console indicate this place is defended by all manner of traps. One moment. Yes. It appears there are N-ray tripwires, invisible to the naked eye, that will electrify the floors if crossed. Move cautiously. And if you have any gadgets that...
Over here, Commander. Reckon I found something that might be useful later. Have a look, Commander. With a little elbow grease and some inadvisable engineering, reckon I can finagle these components into a fine explosive gel. Who knows? Could come in handy. Just doing my part. But thanks for the vote of confidence, Commander. Let's keep on. I'll continue tinkering on this in the meantime, see what I can come up with.
You've made it through. Good. Now there should be 3 switches in this room. When pulled in the correct order, the doors should open. If I'm reading this right, the order is 1, 3, 2. But which switch corresponds to which number? Ah, damn it! Why must the Protectorate abstract everything?
Must be a way to suss out which switch is which. Maybe if we could peep the wiring.
Damn it! Oh, the automated security forces!
Engaging.
No, look out! Before you make a second attempt, we just found a logbook that indicates there are N-ray wires installed that may correspond with each switch. Perhaps that'll be useful. The code I originally supplied can still be relied upon. 1, 3, 2.
By my grandmother, I cannot abide the time this research into the rifts is taking. It has been years, and yet I am still absent my wife and daughter. I am still half whole. The researchers swear it's possible to bring them back from the void. Perhaps those are only pretty lies intended to pacify me. But I trust Dr. Hurley to tell me the truth. I know the Consul wishes me to give up this obsession and focus on the war effort, but why should I? Am I not sovereign of Arcadia? Should my desires not take priority?
hard to see you were not overly impeded by this puzzle, but I apologize for my lack of preparedness.
Does that seem a little off to you, Commander? Yeah, maybe. That business with the curator. I'm glad Zeb stood down, but it was close. Never seen him so eager for bloodletting before. He's changed. Ain't sure for the better. I know you're right. Suppose part of me still feels responsible for what he's gone through. If only I stuck it out, maybe then, well, no use stewing. We've still got a vault to break into and tyrannical government to topple.
That vault door is quite the obstruction. Fortunately, there should be a code. No. Fuck! They changed it recently. That shouldn't have happened until next week. I'm certain I can diagnose the issue. Now that you've cleared the way, I'll come down and join you.
I might have something else that can get you into that vault, Commander. Remember those components I found? I was able to turn them into something halfway useful after all. This gel should get us through that vault door. Turns out you were right about trusting my instincts. You take the honors, Commander. I'll be right behind you.
Hoping for a more subtle incursion, but no matter.
Am I running hot, or was that a hint of worry I heard in your voice back there?
Alas, I neglected to pack a thermometer. This terminal should allow me to retrieve all the information stored here. This cannot be right. There's nothing here save the designs for the skip drive. Not even initial concepts. 10 years in Arcadia and the matriarch invented nothing? And what's this about a deal with the Earth Directorate? We need to talk. Now.
In times of darkness, we must hold our principles dear. I fear the longer this war continues, the further we stray from them. Every step we take must honor the matriarch. I tell Henry this, but he is set in his ways. His notions regarding these rifts are sorely misguided. Why close them when we can use them to Arcadia's benefit? It matters not what the Order thinks, what the doubters say. The Architect bestowed us with the power of skip drives so that we may secure a perfect future. We must act with haste. I only ever wished for Henry to embrace his role as the caretaker of Arcadia, the savior of us all. But if he has chosen a different path, I will do as I must. And I must not fail.
I knew the Protectorate festered with lies, but I had no idea the Earth Directorate was complicit. Niles, did you know?
Slow up, Zeb. What are you talking about?
It says your agency struck an agreement with the Matriarch over a century ago. In exchange for skip drives, Arcadia was allowed to completely govern itself with absolutely no outside interference, including from the Earth Directorate.
Must be why the chief said we'd be on our own if we were caught. We were breaking the terms of this agreement. Unbelievable.
If this information is true, then the Earth Directorate permitted the Matriarch to create a colony filled with her vassals, enslaved to her will. Everything Arcadia is, all of the suffering that's taken place here, it all could have been avoided. Things could have been different. There's more. The skip drive schematics are here. How the explosive safeguards against tampering work, its evolution over time. But no original concepts, no sketches. Nothing. Our dear matriarch is a fraud, a cheat. She did not invent the skip drive. There are messages here between her and the First Sovereign that all but confirm it. I thought I might find some technological innovation that could be handed to the Protectorate's enemies. But this is almost better. Precisely. By releasing this information, we can thoroughly crush the image the Protectorate has been built upon. The Sovereign will be revealed as the unclothed emperor he is, and demolish Arcadia's myth of superiority. If we administer truth to the people, their strength will return. Erstwhile, giving the skip drive designs to the Protectorate's enemies will even the fight. Their technological prowess will be made into nothing. Everything will come apart.
If the whole colony ain't destroyed first by some fool trying to use a drive inside the system, they're what's causing the rift, Zeb. Not to mention how this agreement with the Protectorate will completely destroy the Earth Directorate's reputation.
I was not aware of such a connection between rifts and the skip drives. But I have confidence the Order will figure out a solution. Science is their theater, after all. As for the Earth Directorate, don't you see? This frees them from any obligation to the Protectorate. They'll be able to manufacture skip drives themselves. The deal will be voided. Once the problem of the rift is solved and ships can enter the system, why not? From what Niles told me, the Earth Directorate will be in opposition to Protectorate tyranny. I'll admit, the Earth Directorate has much to answer for. But if they would help, I would welcome it.
It's worth holding the Earth Directorate's feet to the fire for this deal, but I don't think the entire organization should be judged by its worst decision. It's done a lot of good, too. Plus, making the skip drive tech available, that's like throwing a lit match into a fuel converter. Can't think of a worse idea right now.
Do you think the Protectorate stand around debating the potential for injury? No. They act, and so must we. Damn the consequences.
Hold on, Commander. Exposing the Earth Directorate in this way will cause people to lose faith and embolden the corporations to do as they please. Who does that help? Not to mention what might happen if that skip drive tech falls into the wrong hands. At the end of the day, it's your call. I'll back you, but you had best be sure. Guess we're gonna do things your way, Zeb.
I remember a time when you would have dreamed of this moment. I'm only sorry today did not turn out to be as golden as we imagined. Thank you for your assistance in this matter. I had my doubts, but you truly delivered. I'll remain a while longer and make sure to grab everything off the data banks.
Guess this is goodbye.
Only for now. If we both come out of this war intact, I'll find you. If you wish to be found, of course.
Actually reckon I'm taking my leave for good. We're too far apart now in the things that matter. There's no future for us that don't end the same way it did last time. Not sure Arcadia's got one either, thanks to your decision. Come on, Commander. Let's just go.
There they are! These are the ruffians who threatened me. You can see that they joined their friend for none of
Readying assault protocols.
Replenishing
Damn it. Zeb was right. Never should have let that curator go. We could have prevented this. Don't even know where to start with everything that happened in there. I'm disappointed. Full stop. Zeb didn't exactly give us a choice, but it's gonna keep me up at night, wondering where all that intel might end up. To what end it'll be used. I just feel so stupid. Zeb used us, DeVries used us. The Earth Director has been lying to everyone. Isn't there a single honest person in this voided galaxy? I know, and I appreciate that, Commander. You're not the problem. I expect backroom dealing from unregulated corporations, not from the only agency keeping them in check. The Earth Directorate should be better than that. Permission to speak candid, Commander. Strange as it sounds, this whole experience with Zeb has helped me finally understand the position Augustine was in. Back at Horizon Point, ain't easy having to decide between your allies and protecting untold innocence. It's the damnedest thing. In spite of everything, I find myself relieved we spared her. Augustine still owes a debt to us, and the rest of the galaxy. Maybe she pays it all someday, and maybe she doesn't. Either way, you were right to give her the chance. Provided the rift don't dismantle us all before then. Yeah, suppose we will. Reckon time will decide the heroes from villains in this tale, but it's gonna be hard to forgive the Earth Directorate for arranging the stage like this in the first place. Deep down, I'm still convinced the galaxy is better with the Earth Directorate in it, flawed as it is. But what happened with Arcadia can never be allowed to happen again. Something has to change within the Directorate. And I think we're best positioned to see that reformation through. All said, I appreciate you giving me the space to work through this. Sort of feels like the future's opening back up after a long time closed. Likewise, Commander.
with life support.
Let me know when you needed a stretch. How are you still upright over there? You corpse low, Commander. Guns locked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Ready to assist with agent's health needs. Attention, Commander. There may be valuable parts at this location that can improve this unit's functionality. Performing a thorough search of the automech factory is advised. Should you wish to maximize your Valerie unit's combat effectiveness, building factory schematics. It is likely the desired parts are being stored somewhere on the ground floor.
Not friendly life form detected.
Big idea to kill them before you die.
Dispensing life-preserving.
Hostile spot!
inside of a frame.
Notifying it. Take them into cover.
Sanctioned Wireless, your trusted source for wholesome melodies and inspiring reports on community goings-on.
Every component is vital. The paradigm. Efficacy, so the system can function precisely.
But I'm not ready.
Troublemaker approaching.
Somewhere I ain't.
Got my man.
Commander, watch your fighter! Over here! The hole in the head, I'm the one you need to worry about.
Health benefits available at your request.
Ready to waste them. On your command. The idea is to kill them before you die.
System failure. Standing by for assistance. Guns cocked and loaded. Just get the signal.
That cover spot looks much better. Employing a slow, methodical search pattern. Quarry found. Agitators.
Got some bad company.
Sugar, no doubt. Breaking for I repudiate that cover spot looks much better. Reloading once more.
Hostilities.
Can't get there anyway. Need something, Commander? Sure.
Engaging hostile life forms. Promoting teammates. Emergency protocols ready.
Don't make me...
Providing a host.
How are you still upright over there? Let me know when you needed a stretch. Whoa, Val. Watch where you're pointing that shooter of yours. You've been pitching a little unevenly.
Since the fastball incident of '97, automechs are not permitted to participate in tossball games, leagues, or tournaments.
I mean, your aim's been off. Wouldn't want me or the good commander here catching any strays.
When attempting to capture a stray animal, approach slowly and quietly. If the animal senses danger, it may grow aggressive.
You know what? Forget I said anything. You're doing great.
Central Control is open to no visitors. Turn around. Even standing this close to Central Control is a major infraction. You need to leave. Now. The only place I will direct you to is a mass grave. Leave.
An upgrade module compatible with your Valerie unit is nearby. life forms detected in hangar.
Attention, IRC staff. Please head... Please head inside for an important announcement from the console. Attendance is mandatory.
Earth Directorate agents are exempt from commands issued by...
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Engaging hostile life forms.
To an anomalous event, the interstitial hall in Exhibition Tower is off limits for the foreseeable future to any and all non-essential personnel. All requests to view the prototype rift anomaly modulator are hereby suspended for the time being. Please direct all further queries and study petitions to the lead researcher's office.
Upon successful larceny of the rift modulator, Commander, you may be able to use the device to reconstitute rifts such as this one. Focusing on mission-critical objectives.
What is it?
Subjects, listen well. Days ago, our beloved sovereign, in his infinite wisdom, submitted himself to mental refreshment to strengthen his resolve for the good of all. At his command, I, Emery Thoreau, now accept the responsibility of shepherding you through these dark times until our sovereign's blessed return. I shall not take this duty lightly, for I address you today not as the consul, nor even as your new leader, which I am, but as a simple man who wants nothing more than to defend his home and his neighbors. But I cannot do it alone.
Comparative analysis of the consul's speech to that of other dictators suggest a high likelihood that a coup has occurred.
The sovereign's a downright dove compared to the consul. Scumbag.
So dry those tears as I call upon you to stand tall with renewed zeal. Together, we will finish our great sovereign's work and purge Arcadia of those who seek to harm us. We shall clench our victory and step into the prosperous future our matriarch.
Get the water in, I'll take care of it,
Back in my sight.
Must be something here. I know how this looks, but I can assure you I have leave to look into... Oh, you're not security. Then you must be responsible for all the commotion I heard just now. For both our sakes, I think it best if we continue as we were. I will forget I saw you as long as you extend me the same courtesy. I was looking for proof, if you must know. There was an incident recently, and I believe our head of security is neglecting his duty to investigate. Albin Valancourt is the sentinel charged with supervising this facility and all its researchers. Unfortunately, he's a punitive man who delights in the wretchedness of others. I'd grasp a live rod if I could pass its current to him. Although, unless you have unusual license to be here, his odds of keeping head and body united diminish by the second. Unless your lamps have oxidized, you must have noticed my arm. I lost it saving the Sovereign from a rift experiment gone wrong. An experiment I was in charge of, naturally. Valancourt supplied my name for the reports, incriminating me in the eyes of my colleagues. And since he's closed off that wing of the lab, I can't prove my innocence. Coincidence is not causation, I know. But with recent events being what they are, it's difficult not to draw certain unpalatable theories beyond mere incompetence. Sabotage comes foremost to mind, though the perpetrator and purpose remain a mystery. If only Valancourt was not at permanent cross-purposes with me. Suspects? I only began this cerebration mere minutes ago. Until today, assuming one of my staff held malice aforethought toward the Sovereign would have been inconceivable. Much can be said of Valancourt's unsavory character, but a traitor he is not. But if not him, then who? I should have known you were here for the prototype. But for what ill-begotten purpose, I wonder? If that is true, then your goals and mine may be in closer alignment than I thought. Everything is turning base over apex today. Even though we have expanded our efforts beyond the modulator's use, Valancourt would still pay for such a theft. And I'll need it to reopen the rift in the closed-off wing. I couldn't possibly rely on an outsider to help me conduct an investigation, could I? No, that would be outrageous, unthinkable. Except, whatever the cause of the incident, it is my duty as a law-abiding protectorate subject to gather proof and uncover its cause. Really, Valancourt is forcing my hand here. Help you with acquisition? Assuredly not. If, however, in your exploration of the lab, you happen upon the modulator, I surely would not be able to prevent you from seizing it. What I am offering is help afterward. Once you take the prototype, it will set off an immediate lockdown. I can facilitate your exit from the facility, but only if you help me in turn. That modulator will be necessary to unfold the rift and find the evidence I need. And if Valancourt suffers repercussions for its loss, I will count that as an added benefit. The prototype rift modulator is currently in Interstitial Hall at the top of Exhibition Tower. There's a lift in the next room over that can take you directly there. Once you have the prototype, make your way to Valancourt's quarters. He should have a spare key card that will grant us access to the restricted wing. I'll monitor your progress from here. Be cautious. The guards of this facility will attack anyone unfamiliar to them. But once you have the key card and rift device, reconvene here, and we'll go together to the wing. That is what we've agreed upon, is it not? Valancourt keeps all of the items he confiscates from the staff in a locked closet in his quarters. There may be something pertaining to the investigation within.